What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are back to talk about Quicksilver. How can you max out this character? Should you try to max out this character? And what we are going to do going forward. So this is going to be a Cosmic Crucible Rewards exclusive character, and it seems that we are going to get a nice amount of shards for him. It can go from a small amount of shards all the way to a big amount of shards depending on your rank in Cosmic Crucible, so that might help you prioritizing how you want to power up your teams. And with the changes that we made last week or 2 weeks ago for the Cosmic Crucible defense, if you guys didn't check out, I made a video what are the best Cosmic Crucible defenses right now. Check out the channel for that. And those teams, they have been holding very well, and we have almost the perfect balance between defense and offense, and many times even with me failing on offense, I can win because of my defense is performing. So in this video we are going to recap and take a second look at the teams that I'm using, what failed from my previous suggestions, what you can possibly do better, and see exactly how can you get Quicksilver as big as possible, as fast as possible. So as always, if you like information on these videos, make sure you share it to your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button. Okay, let's get started. And once again, Quicksilver is going to be available in offers, and then for a long period of time it's not going to be available on any orb, but you can get him through the Cosmic Crucible rewards. We already have confirmation thanks to some data mines, and my data mines, they always comes from Michael. You have Michael, you have Minball TV. I think Minball TV no longer does data mines, and you also have Tauna. And on Michael's Discord, you can also find additional data mines that usually Tauna does not post, but sometimes those data mines give you extra hints of the things that you should be aware of and the things you should prepare for with the upcoming weeks and events on Marvel Strike Force. That's why I prefer, and Michael is a much better and friendlier guy than Tauna, so if you guys want some freshy and juicy data mines, make sure you join the MSF Tools Discord server. Okay, so thanks to those data mines, we were able to confirm that yes, indeed, you're gonna get Quicksilver shards through Cosmic Crucible weekly rewards, and that's gonna be amazing because depending on your ranking, you're gonna be able to get this guy at 7 yellow stars quite fast. Grandmasters, they're gonna get up to 100 shards, and then I expect every other rank to get less, maybe 5 shards, maybe 10 shards, depending on how the Scope is going to divide those. But it's not going to be like Zombie Iron Man that already passed 6 months and we have not seen that character since. This one is going to be a lot easier, and I already have in mind some combinations that you can do with this character in Cosmic Crucible defense and also on Cosmic Crucible offense, which is not going to be super relevant because, let's be honest, the season for Cosmic Crucible is about to end. We only have 15 more days, so it's not going to matter that much if on the next patch, that should be on the 6th of May, if everything is about to change, right? So I expect some big changes coming next patch in terms of Cosmic Crucible, but we'll see if they are going to materialize or not. But there will be a huge meta change. So the recommendations that I'm gonna give you, we're going to take a look at my defense, we're going to take a look at my offense, you're going to take a look at the different points where you want to adjust, and then keep in mind that this is only for the next upcoming weeks. And if you want to invest in characters, you should invest on characters that have value no matter which is the meta. So let's get started, let's talk about that. Right now I'm on Masters 1, so hopefully I'll get a nice amount of shards. And once again, like I was saying, having a good balance between defense and offense is very important. So you can see right here, defensive wins, then we have more defensive wins, and then we have more defensive wins, and then we have more defensive wins. So even when I fuck up on offense, which sometimes happens, then we can still win because of this balance that we have right now of the best defense without compromising your offense. So it's not a turtle mode, this is like the perfect balance. We are yin and yang in Cosmic Crucible. Okay, so speaking of defenses, Infinity Watch is still one of the best teams whether you like it or not. If you invest on Infinity Watch, you are forcing your opponents to invest on Young Avengers, and Infinity Watch is way better team than Young Avengers. Let's be honest, they are more useful in more game modes. Young Avengers, they are good in Alliance Wars defense. Infinity Watch, you can use them on defense and offense. You can use them against Heroes for Hire. Yes, they can still beat Heroes for Hire, especially these new versions with Captain America, with Red Guardian and so on. Like Infinity Watch just rolls over that team, no problem. Then I'm using the Young Avengers with V-Vision. It was okay, but the team is not big enough to be relevant. Now, I have a different version that I cannot show you yet. I'm gonna show you that new version next week, maybe. New version, way more powerful, and it's gonna be way more important for the next upcoming weeks, but I want at least to give a few days of testing just to make sure that it's gonna work out fine. Then we have Gamma with Apocalypse. There are people still to this day, some content creators, some envoys still struggling against the normal Gamma, but we're gonna take Gamma to the next level. Gamma with Apocalypse is a nightmare. My Apocalypse is still the small Apocalypse, and it causes all kinds of problems for everyone, and it requires double tap, triple tap, sometimes just to clear this defense away. Then we have Rogue and Unlimited. Unfortunately, this team is not that great, and I would not recommend investing on these characters right now beyond the central pieces of this team, which is Rogue and Gambit. But we'll talk about investments in a second. Then we have Room 5, and Room 5, Ikari, Cersei, Spider Weaver, Spider-Man 2099. Depending on how you use Noir, Noir can be a problem or a good thing, so it really depends. If you have a strong Gamma, then Noir is going to be a good thing. If you have a weak Gamma, then Noir is not going to be a big deal. We'll talk about that more in a second when we'll talk about the offensive teams. Finally, we have Wakanda, and people sleep on Wakanda all the time, especially with M'Baku. Many times people lose because M'Baku does that crazy taunt. People are not paying attention, they don't realize when M'Baku taunts, and then M'Baku just taunts, and there you go, now you're stuck, and then you have Black Panther Bashenga, and you have the normal Black Panther attacking you all the time, and there is nothing you can do about it. So very important, don't sleep on M'Baku, and if you don't have Bashenga, max it out like mine. Use Killmonger if you have good red stars on him, and if you invested him in the past. If you didn't, then forget about it. Okay, so that's what I'm using on defense. Which characters can you safely invest for the future? We had Philosopher in the past telling you which characters you should still invest for the future. In my opinion, you are still safe to invest on Infinity Watch, especially with the rework to Black Order coming up soon, especially because they still have huge value in Alliance Wars offense and defense as well. So Infinity Watch, don't sleep on them. I know Mr. Artgrave and some other idiots, they are saying Infinity Watch is over. It's not over yet. Infinity Watch is still gonna roll whether you like it or not, especially because most people use Apocalypse on defense. So why would you not invest on Infinity Watch? You should definitely invest on Infinity Watch, and I'm going to do exactly that in the upcoming days. Because once again, we want to create this balance of defense and offense. Young Avengers is actually the team that I would definitely not invest in, especially because we have this new raid meta coming, and the Bionic Avengers are over. V-Vision is over, and we might see another round of hybrid teams. Yes, it's very likely that they are motivating us to upgrade Shuri. Star-Lord Annihilation is another one. We have Lady Deathstrike. We have another tech characters. We have Kestrel. We have now Ultron also for the tech nodes. And you guys know that Bionic Avengers, they absolutely suck ass in the raids that we have right now. And in the upcoming raids, they'll probably suck as well because they are just too slow. And I replaced the Iron Man with Kang because Kang is just so much better than Iron Man, and he makes his team a lot better as well. This is why I think we are entering in another run of hybrid teams, because Kang together with Castle and Lady Deathstrike and Ultron, it's absolutely crazy. So we just need another character like Shuri or something like that in order to tackle the upcoming raids until we have the full new team. And if we are not using Lady Deathstrike, we could use Star-Lord Annihilation because I expect him to be tech as well. In terms of gamma, I would only gear up the Red Hulk and maybe OG Hulk. Once again, you want to focus on the centerpiece of the teams, and because we are not using Abomination here, She-Hulk and Brawn, they don't really matter, their kit is kinda trash, so if you focus Red Hulk, OG Hulk, you should be fine, and especially because those are the characters that get more attention in the face. And once again, if you're using Apocalypse with Red Hulk is gonna charge all the time, so keep that in mind. It's not a free win when you have Apocalypse with Red Hulk. Unlimited X-Men. Gear up your Rogue, gear up your Gambit, ignore the other guys because, let's be honest, they are not important at all. And the tag web with Eternals. We are going to talk about the Eternals in terms of Dark Dimension 6 in the future. Should you gear them up? Should you skip them? You'll probably have to skip the Eternals, which is unfortunate, but it might happen. And in terms of Wakanda, it seems that we have to invest on Shuri. I'm not sure about the other characters. Maybe the other characters will be something in the future. But you should definitely start buying your Vibraniums. I have like 30 or 40 Vibraniums already saved. Because yes, you're gonna need a lot of Vibranium. Not only for upcoming raids, but also Dark Dimension 6 and so on. Okay, so those are the teams that I'm using on defense and which characters you should invest in. Let's talk about the teams that I use on offense. Okay, so I use Masters of Evil with a free slot, and depending on which team I'm facing, I change that character. So sometimes I use Doctor Doom, other times I use other characters, and didn't save because I have to replace, right? Yeah, I have to replace, and now I can't do it anymore. But yeah, Masters of Evil must have. I use Masters of Evil on room 5. Using Masters of Evil on room 6, it's kind of a waste. I have Darkhold. I'm gonna get up Scarlet Witch because now she's gonna pair up with Quicksilver, right? We're gonna get tons and tons of shards of Quicksilver, so it's better to pair up with her sister and make sure that she is viable. Now, I talked about a combination of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver plus Spider Weaver in the future. We'll talk about more about that team in the future. This is one team for the upcoming meta. Once again, we'll talk more about that in the future because I don't want to give ideas to other sneaky content creators. But yeah, Darkhold, you should definitely still invest on all characters except Strange Supreme. Strange Supreme, for now, you should hold back on him. Go Morgan Le Fay, go Agatha, then go Wong, Scarlet Witch, and the Strange Supreme. Let's wait a little bit on him. You can still put the levels on him because he's a damage character, but I would do him last. Okay, then we have the Walking Hate strategy. This is what I use on offense for room 4. And if I don't have to use this team on room 4, this is massive characters that I can use anywhere else in the rooms and make them very, very powerful as well. So it's definitely not a problem. But Dormammu invest, Castle invest, Nick Fury maybe. You don't need him for raids, or you need him at Gear Tier 16, maybe Gear Tier 15. It's not a problem. Don't overinvest on raids. You don't need the raid teams to be at 1.5 million power. It's not important. You should have your raid teams to the bare minimum. We have Captain Sam and Nick Fury higher than the bare minimum because they are characters that you can use in other game modes. If you're a Kraken America or your Bucky Barnes or whatever, all those shit characters, you don't want to gear them up just because they are the raids. You are going to use them to the bare minimum. So you can invest on characters that actually matter for other game modes. Okay, but yeah, this team, all these characters are important. I would slowly invest on them. My Kestrel and my Dormammu are maxed out. Next one is gonna be Shang-Chi, and then we'll see Captain Sam or Nick Fury. Nick Fury is a character also for Dark Dimension 6, so it's definitely we should keep an eye on. Dead Seed, this team shreds, and this team is going to be mostly used also for Dark Dimension 6. Nemesis and Dark Beast are going to be the best characters there. And Psylocke, Magneto, and Archangel, these are characters that we are going to ignore. But once again, it's a raid team. We are going to build them up to what we need and ignore what we don't need. So once again, Dark Beast and Nemesis, you should prioritize them. And I'm gonna take both of them to 7 red stars because they are so important on multiple game modes. You can also, this is something that people forget, you can use Nemesis Dark Beast and Magneto together with the Blob and Toad. It's not important right now, but might be important in the future. If you put Toad on the Dead Sea team, they completely shred to any kind of Darkhold in Alliance Wars. So keep this in mind. Don't forget that your Brotherhood characters still have a lot of power with your what's the name of this team? With your Dead Sea characters. Okay. Now, New Warriors. I have not been using New Warriors at all. I have them on offense. I'm waiting for Firestar, but to be honest, I don't need this team. It's fine. I can use it I can beat all the rooms without them, but they are going to help you a little bit on room 5 right now. Should you use them on room 5 when Masters of Evil are usually better? Probably not. Yeah, it's gonna be another team that you'll have around just in case something weird shows up. We could also possibly try to use New Warriors against Wakanda, because they can flip the positive effects on Wakanda, and they can also apply trauma, and they can also turn rewind the enemies, which is very important. So in my opinion, for these last 2 weeks of Cosmic Crucible, New Warriors with Firestar might be stronger against Wakanda than Masters of Evil. I just feel like Masters of Evil are a waste on that team. Then we have my Gamma counter. This team works not flawlessly, but 95% of the time this team is quite amazing. They can punch up 500k, 600k on Gammas without Apocalypse. With Apocalypse, they can destroy all characters and leave Apocalypse behind, which is of course still a problem. But yeah, you need these characters on this exact position, and that's how you win. They kill Red Guardian or Phoenix. Dr. Doom goes down, and then Dr. Doom does his ultimate with Omega Red, and it's pretty much game over. Like I said, this can punch up 500k, 600k, easy mode, and that's how you balance your defense with your offense, and that's how you're gonna get more shards for Quicksilver. Like I said, in the near future we're gonna have some combos for defense and offense with Quicksilver, and I'm going to redo the spreadsheet for the upcoming seasons of Cosmic Crucible. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be important for this season right now, because we only have 2 weeks left, but definitely for the upcoming season. So if you are a member to the channel, or if you are a subscriber on Twitch, you are going to have instant access to it. And if you are not, you just have to participate on my Discord. You'll get a seasonal tag, and depending on the seasonal tag you'll have access to these different spreadsheets for the Cosmic Crucible counters on my Discord. Link will be in the description, and that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and if you found the video helpful, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.